There, I am Dory with Prairie Scraps, and we are here live. It's sort of a faux spring break around here. I don't know how you guys are, what you guys are up to, or when you celebrate spring break. But thank you so much for joining me. I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and I'm over on YouTube as well as Facebook. We are here. I don't know why I'm like distracted by this. My bow is undone and it's distracting me. Anyway, I hope you all had a very beautiful weekend. Some beautiful weather here in Idaho. Finally. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. So glad you joined me. I am going to do a Howdy Wreath. So I'm excited about this one. I've been kind of thinking about this and pondering this for a while. So that is what we are up to today. We did some, I don't know what you would call it. First week in April. Oh, that's late, like right after Easter. Our schools actually have it next week here locally, but my son is in college and his is this week. And so last year we took the week off and got in a lot of trouble from our school, not the school, but the choir director, because we skipped the entire look. I homeschool so that I can do things when I want to do things. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So and I get antsy come springtime. Also, because my son's in college and I realize that our time with him is limited, he's going to be often in adulting. Summers, college students have a very difficult time getting off because they want to work as much as they possibly can. At least that's how my kids have been, because they're paying their own way for college. So we have tried with all of our kids to take spring break off and go on trips. Unfortunately, my two oldest, their spring breaks always seem to land exactly on our local schools as well. And this one has been the week before. So last year we took off and got in a fair amount of trouble from the choir director for not having my girls in, because they put a concert. Tonight is the high school concert. Tomorrow is the middle school concert. So that is what's going on. So what we did was, because we're not going far this time, we're not like last year, we went to Grand Canyon and we went to Bryce Canyon and another one, can't remember. Also, kind of down in the upper Arizona area, lower Utah. I saw today we were at the Mormon Tabernacle listening to the organ today, a year ago today. So that's how we plan our we usually try to do road trips, but not every year. And this year is more of a leaner one. So since we were thinking about just going to Boise for the week, we decided to be here for Monday and Tuesday concerts. And then we will leave Wednesday morning for Boise and stay there till Sunday. And then, hello, Sherry, how are you? And then my son will be partway to his trip, back to college in Pocatello. So, and we will head back north up here to our house in northern Idaho. And then spring break will start here locally. So we kind of have it backwards. This last weekend, because my son is off this last weekend, we all decided to go to an Airbnb with my older kids and their families and wives, all that kind of thing. And so that's what we did this last weekend. And we kind of were just trying to look for a place where we could get a larger Airbnb and it wasn't too spendy for all of us to split. And ooh, that would be fun. Oh, fun to go somewhere. Yes. Anyway, so we went to Cascade, Idaho, which is actually colder, lots more snow, and it was perfect weather. That was beautiful, sunny, and like kind of sweatshirt weather. It was like up to 60, but there was ice on the lake. So all my family, all the boys, and my daughter Beth were excited to go ice fishing. They got some huge perch, so that was exciting. And then, so everybody got to see Levi, my middle child, who's in college. And so then we came back here for these 2 days for the concerts. And then it kind of, my husband's working today and tomorrow. I moved all my Wednesday piano lessons to Monday and Tuesday. So now I have all my lessons Monday and Tuesday right before the concert. So anyway, that's why we're here early. So I'm glad you say hello. That's a long way of saying, that's a long time of saying howdy. I am in today and I will be still posting and whatnot in the coming weeks. So stay tuned. I'll be putting up projects and things like that. But I'm going to be out of town. So I'll also be watching for us to, hopefully I can make it to Hobby Lobby. I was making a deal. My son wanted to go to Barnes and Noble. And I said, I'm going to be annoyed by that trip because I'm not much of a shopper anymore. I'm really kind of the pits for shopping these days. And it just bothers me to sit there in an overpriced store. And that's what it will seem like to me to sit in Barnes & Noble, because I won't buy books from there. I buy used books off of eBay all the time. You know, it's just not my cup of tea, but college students think it's great. So I am actually, over the holidays, we had these DIY, Pine Wreath DIY. And I actually got it because I hadn't gotten the wreath, the hoop wreath at all. It's a 3-piece wreath, and don't ask me why. It's probably been almost a whole entire year, and I just haven't gotten around to it. We have so many exciting new surfaces that if you have not tried some of our surfaces lately, you should check out all the ones we have. They're interchangeable and reusable and all kinds of boutique surfaces we have, which I love, love, love. Like there is a plethora. But anyway, I did not get this particular kit because, or I got this kit because it was a great deal and I wanted the hoop wreath because I wanted to work with it. But these are okay. These weren't my favorite. The chalkable shapes. And I think this is the scent of pine. I think this is still available online if you're looking at some couple. It's really pretty. But you guys know my history with trying to put together flowers, like paint flowers. I'm not good at it. And I'm thinking pine cones and greens, maybe not great either. And then, of course, it came with some paste packets and the directions, little trays, and a squeegee. And that I will save and use later as well because I have my own. But I want to use this wreath today. We are wanting to do, I want to do a greeting sign. My thought was I would make this. And if you are interested in all the materials for this, go ahead and to make your own, go ahead and put howdy down below and I will get those to you. And I'm also probably, if this turns out, if you guys have been watching me lately, you've seen that many of my projects haven't worked out recently for me. But this is the wreath. Isn't this cute? And it comes apart somehow. It can be changed out. Okay. So this is, okay, I see it. This kind of, it has a slide on the back. Do you see that? Like sort of those keyhole slides and then little screws on here that it goes on, and it's a gold wire. You could paint that if you didn't like the gold, but I think gold is trendy. And then these two parts actually come apart. So you could change them out. You could do the wreath. This one has little kind of like hooks that it stays on. So I think it's really cool. I love the idea. I did not get this because I didn't love it. I just was like, I don't know, had more projects that were pending, stronger pending. So this is, you could do it with one. You could do it with the bottom half. And this is the other great thing. You can also purchase extras. You could do it just with the middle, which looks very pretty. Put a bow at the top, put a bow at the bottom, whatever you want, or do them with both. So I thought I wanted to do, and then our new howdy, let's get this off. Our howdy, put that back there. Keep it for later. There we go. Okay. we're ready. So the new Howdy, I think it's called Howdy. I don't know. Where is it? I loved this Howdy transfer. Welcome words, they're called. So it's got hello, howdy, welcome, and hey. I love the fonts on these, and I think this will look great on our wreath, as well as pairing that with our bandana pattern. And this should be like transfer Tuesday or something here, because I'm using so many. I might throw, I don't know. I haven't fully decided, but this would be really cute to put with the howdy as well, which was last month's club transfer. So I don't know. I accidentally made an extra one. I made a gift the other day. So I'm going to put you down. And this top one, I am going to go ahead. I was thinking about doing the bandana across both of them, actually. Oh, is there a certain way? This is something good to check out. There's actually a certain way it goes. One side is longer than the other, so be sure you know which is up and down. So I was thinking about putting one half in the regular wood and one half in a red paint, just background red, and then putting the bandana over both. So which do you think I should do? Should I do bottom or top with the red? Bottom or top? You can either put just an arrow pointing up or an arrow pointing down. I would love to hear what your input is. Should I do the bottom or the top in red? While you're voting, I was thinking about, I need to find my red. My red. Kind of organizing. So we did crafting this weekend. Put bottom or top or an arrow up, arrow down. And we did crafting. Everybody did, except me. I didn't. I did a little. I shouldn't say that. I did a little. I'll have to take a picture and post it, what I did. I just did one thing, but I kind of helped both my daughter and daughter-in-law make little A-frame stands with different seasons so they can use it in their houses. So I'm going to use, am I using the boot? I should, right? I might. I have a boot already made up. I have a boot. I have this boot already made up, and it's on our chalk suede paper. And I pre-cut it out because I thought, well, actually, I didn't cut out the bottom part right here. But I made this because I was making another side. I thought I was going to use I thought I would be using two boots on the sign that I made for somebody's birthday present. And I just used one. I just couldn't place it right. My family all agreed that one looked good. So I have an extra because I made two for that project and only used one. So that's what I've got. What do you guys think? I'm kind of thinking maybe I should put the red on the bottom and then leave this wood grain. Oh, and I've got the Howdy words, but I've also got the cutout. Some of our items come with cutouts, and I think these are really great because you can just kind of put them on. Yes, I was gonna do the same color red. It's Napa, which happens to be the color of the month color last year, I guess it was now. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the bottom. And we're gonna, good thing I got get a little water going here as per usual, and get my brush. And I think this is going to end up being more of a stain than a solid color. That's kind of my goal. Let's just say that. So I'm just going to, instead of doing a solid color, if you guys saw my bunnies, oh my gosh, that is dry. All right. Not so dark. We want it a little more even. Sometimes I definitely do when I'm getting things I will just go ahead and do the water right on my surface, especially if it's a really dry piece of wood in it. That helps kind of spread out and even. Okay, we're going to try not to get over the ends here. Make it look nice. Make it look nice. I'm thinking if I put the howdy and everything on the top, then I could do something, you know, switch out the bottom, even though, you know what I mean? Like I can switch out the middle part and add the bottom, because you can get replacements panels for this wreath, which is really, I think, really cool, because you want to, you could put this anywhere, but wouldn't it be nice just to have something like this? I think will look amazing to decorate during our Border Days celebrations this summer with the howdy and the red and the bandana, because we have Rodeo Central here, right on the bottom. Oh, I'm glad you agree with me. I'm glad I read your mind, maybe, or you read mine. I don't know. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I was going to do red on the bottom and then did what I didn't say. Oh, well. Too late. Too late. I'm sorry. For some reason, I don't know. Don't pay attention to me today, I guess. So anyway, we got Levi home, which is nice to have him home and have a visit. And we got to see all the kids and grandkids this weekend. So much fun seeing the grandkids. They're getting so big. Unbelievable. It's not okay. So this is not, I'm not putting this on super thick so that it's like you can still see the wood grain through. So I'm using it more as a stain. I'm trying to get this edge without going over the edge. There we go. All right. And I'm not going to lie, this is not my original idea necessarily. I did think about doing this last month and just too many Easter things were calling my name. Sometimes crafts just, you know, I will sit with like kind of like a list or a stack of crafts I'm working on. I mean, all of my craft supplies are kind of a stack of craft supplies, right? But, you know, a little bit lighter spot there. So, hello, Dawn and Brenda. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. Make sure you say howdy, because that's what we're doing today. A little Western wreath project today. And this is the panel off of my wreath. There's removable panels. In fact, you can purchase replacements so you can change it out. See how that, I had this left over from last month. See, that'll go nice. And I'll probably put it like this so it goes over the wood part. That's the, it is gorgeous out. I don't know what your weather is like, but I love having some nice weather. All right, we want to, I'm going to set that aside, let it dry on its own for a hot minute, and then we're going to work on the howdy part. So this is our cutouts, and these are kind of like a reusable surface, actually, because if you don't like it, or you could change it out, change the color out. All you need is a board eraser and some water, or you can leave it. I tend to just use them and leave them, unless I really don't like it. Unless I make a mistake, that's when I do something to it. Oh my goodness, you guys. These are definitely adult proofed. So it's got all the words on this transfer, the matching words. So like I said, if you would like, oh, I'm so sorry, Dawn. Nobody likes snow. I don't anyway. Not my favorite. Boo to snow. There, I got it. All fails, use a tool. Okay, we're just going to use the Howdy. So I'm going to leave these in here and kind of set these aside. Those will be available to me later because definitely we'll use all of those letters. Here's the Howdy. So here's what it looks like. It's just a kind of a white boutique chalkable shape. And then this is the transfer to 12 by 18. And don't forget, right now we have our Transfer Palooza, where if you buy 3 transfers, you get 1 free. And if you're in my Perks membership, you can get that at 30% off. So you get them to begin with. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Because I get my 40% off my transfer. So if I buy 3, I get the 4th one free, even as a designer. So it's such an exciting thing. You can stock up on transfers. Maybe you've been eyeballing some that you've wanted. All right, we are going to use this Howdy. In 1 week, yes. Where are you located, Dawn? I'm in Idaho, and that's pretty much how it is. Like, we were ice fishing Saturday, but it was gorgeous out. Just gorgeous out. I wasn't. My family was. I am mostly the boys, and then my youngest daughter likes to go with her dad. So I don't know if that'll change as she gets older or not. But for now, she enjoys going. In fact, she was really torn because she knew we were crafting in the afternoon while the boys went back ice fishing. And so she was torn between crafting and fishing with dad. So she wanted to hang out with the girls too. But hi, Karen. Good to see you. Hello. Howdy, howdy. Oh, Indiana. Yeah. See, I was born and raised in Wisconsin. So, and that could be just as extreme. So yeah, I get you. Last week was kind of cold here, which put new ice up at Cascade on the lake. So I'm just fuzzing this because this is a brand new transfer. I just don't want it to stick too hard. I guess it probably wouldn't stick too hard just because it's a chalkable shape. So I'm just going to put this on, center this on this shape like that. I can get rid of this. There I go. Just like that. And I'm just going to paste on that with that same color. I'm going to match it. And the reason why I can match the same color as the background is it's going to be darker. It's going to be more like this color, but also it's going to have a white border on it because it's a shape. So this is the boot I'm thinking about pairing with it. And that was my Napa color, wherever it went. Okay, here we go. So it's the color of the month. This month, the color of the month is already gone, so I apologize. I will put out, if you are wanting the supplies for this, I will go ahead and put out a different comparable, probably the Very Cherry Red for you to use with it, but you could use this. This would be so cute. You'll have to do this minus, unless you're a club member, minus the cowboy boot, which I think is fine. I was thinking about, not thinking about, I don't know. I could go back and forth with the cowboy boot myself. But like I said, this is going to be up for sale. Sorry for the noise. I have the door open. It's so beautiful. That's how beautiful it is. I'm in my little Airstream camper. It's a 1953. And so it was hot, hot, hot in here because my heater is working overtime these days. I don't know what's going on. But all right, we just want to get any excess off of here. Work quickly. Get it off. And you could do whatever colors. I think a blue would be, one of their blue colors would be really beautiful. Any color could go with your decor or whatever your preference is. I had this boot pre-made, so I thought that would be a good way to go. So let's see. And I can already see we've made a little smudgy on the H. But wow, doesn't that look amazing? Is that cute? I love that. I'm telling you, I've been using Chalk Couture for like 6 years, and every time I use it, I'm like, I love that. So if you think I only say that because I'm live, you are wrong. I do that even for other people's things or whatever. All right, so we put that out to get that done. And you can see I have a little smudgy there on the H. I'll put that up there. And we are going to take care of that, no problem. Get my wipe out. I almost used up almost the bottom of 2 of these wipes. Hello. Hi, Karen. Yes, Idaho is beautiful today. We were in lots of snow. I didn't mind. It was beautiful outside, though, when we were up in the snow. But I can stay indoors. That's me. I'm good with not go. Oops. Look at my arm. I hit it up. Thankfully, I didn't smear it, so that's good. That wasn't smart, was it? I hit it up on the Y. All right, so we've got this done. I'm going to set this aside to let it dry on its own. And then we're going to start. Maybe I'll put it down here so I don't bother it. All right, so this is looking pretty done. I did pretty good around the edges, you guys. Not always my thing. Maybe a little moist yet. I did just a stain with the same color of red. It's called Napa. It was one of the very first color of the months. If you're into, if you ever see a color of the month that you really like, make sure that you go order first thing in the month, because you don't want to miss out. It's looking good. Okay, we are going to wax. Maybe I forgot to bring the wax is here, so I must have forgotten to bring wax with me when all right. I'm going to lay down the wax just so that it has kind of a sealed wood, because this wood is open. It seals up the surface. This wax lasts forever. I've had it well over a year. Actually, Christmas time would have been the year mark, so I'm like a year and 3 months into the same wax. And I'm waxing this because I don't want whatever I put on there to kind of bleed into the veins of the wood. It seals the wood up. So this is our surface wax. It now comes in a gold can, so don't be shocked if yours come. I have a gold one here too. And then you want to order this little thing too if you need that, but it's kind of handy to put it on. All right, so let's start. Get that out of my way. That out. This is how it comes if you want to order it's called the Hoop Wreath Refill. So you can get the refill for this project too, and just change it out seasonally. But like I said, we're going to work on, I'm going to try very hard. We're going to work on trying to make this bandana go on both pieces and kind of match up. So let's see how that goes, right? So the bandanas are C size transfer, D size, 18 by 18. I think I want to go like that. And I might just leave this. This has been used several times already, so I don't need to fuzz it. The big ones are sort of hard to fuzz. I'm just going to put it under here, kind of at the same spot. I'm going to try anyway. See how far. There we go. That looks good. All right. Now to find my white. Napa away. All right. And the reason I'm doing white is because the bright white will match. Ooh, I just found some tools. Good to have tools, right? The bright white will match the Howdy outline. of that cutout that I made. Okay. I'm going to start with this, and I'm just going to go off of what I paste where the next piece goes, because I'm going to try to match it up. I don't know. Maybe I should put it all under there at the same time. Oops. Let's see how I can manage. How can we manage? Oops. No. Come hither. Maybe I kind of like that, even though I think it's not going to go directly in the middle. I kind of like that medallion in the middle piece. The other thing too is like the Howdy can totally, let's see, a little crooked yet. Little crooked. The Howdy can be changed out too if you just use like a tacky glue or something. I have noticed though, like in your door, that's not going to work very well, that tacky glue. This way, just a tad. And I'm also kind of looking side to side here because there's kind of like a heart there. And I want that to hit. Okay. Exactly where that is. Oh, geez. A little bit is a lot of bit in practice. Nope, wrong way. I maybe went, there we go. It ends up being, oh, there. Okay. I wanted this medallion in the middle. It's kind of all the weird things I'm looking for here. So I apologize if you. So I want this medallion in the middle. I like these little hearts out here. So I'm trying to measure those up on the side. And then I want this down here. This is really a beautiful transfer. When this came out, I knew this would be a transfer that I would use probably more than most. Because I'm on the western side, but I guess I haven't done too many things with it, just a few. All right, so we're using bright white on this. And like I said, I've already waxed both surfaces before we're doing this. And if I have to, if it smudges or smears a little bit, we're going to be okay. Oh no. There we go. I'm missing some squeegees, namely my big ones. I wonder where my orange squeegee went. My yearly, I've already lost my orange one. That's not good news. That. We could also use that dune that's on that cowboy boot, or camel, not dune. All right, here we go. Ready or not. If this smudges more than I care for on this and doesn't go right, I can come sandpaper and redo it, or you know, kind of wear it off so it looks farmhouse country. This one's not sticking. I can see that already. I'm going only once. I'm resisting overworking. It may smear. It's going to be okay. We're going to survive it. You can see it's coming up. It's just not as sticky as some of the other ones. So my daughter, she was working with the kids around. We were helping her with the kids on her project. She just buzzes through it. She's like, zip, zip, zip. She had like 5 or 6 surfaces ready to go on her little A-frame. My daughter-in-law like is more tedious, and I realized later I feel really bad because she only did like she didn't do quite as much. She only did two or three sides, maybe 2 sides. I don't know. I didn't catch it until the next day when we were packing up to leave. So, oops, she's not upset that she didn't get it all done. Okay. Did we have a little more there? Okay. Now, I need to like figure out where the end is. To get that out, that's going to be the key, right? Picking up the extra, putting it back in. It's all good. And hi, Annette. Good to see you. I got your happy mail off in the mail. I think you should get an email about it. Oh, yeah, we got some spreading, but it's going to be okay. Whoops. That didn't work. But not keeping the other one in place. Okay, what do you guys think? I think it's gorgeous. There is a little bit of smearing. It's okay. We are good. I'm going to, this one down here is pretty big on that paisley. Not too bad in the department of centering things. I want to try to get that off down at the bottom before it dries and see how it works out. It's definitely picking up Napa. This one down here. Not too bad. There. I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to let it dry, and then I will come back and get those spots. As famous last words. You guys know I can't leave a thing go. Right? You know I can't leave a thing go. Okay. I really am this time. I'm going to leave that. So this is what I've got. I did lighten up a few of those little splotches, and it's okay. We're going to work on it a little bit more. And while I've got this out, I want to get this back under there. And I actually think it's going to be okay to get it just a little bit off because I kind of see these fancy hearts. I want to get those on it. I get those fancy hearts in there. All right. And this part is just plain wood. I think no. There we go. And my transfer is not super sticky, so it's pulling up a little bit as I go. So I'm going to have to be very careful about this and go from the center out. Again, we're going to have a little bit of smearage, and it's going to be okay. We're going to be okay with it. We're going to fix it. I'm going to make it look country or farmhouse, whichever you want to call it. Oops. That's not cool. What in the world? Not that I'm trying to smear it. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to get it nice and neat. Be nice if it would cooperate. It's an older transfer. It's been used before. It's okay. Good thing is it is kind of a country western theme, so it'll be okay. And I am making a little bit of a gap between these. They're not exactly butted up to each other because I wanted to get these. Can you kind of see those? I don't know. They're kind of like a heart shape on there. I'm trying to get those put on. Okay, so that is done, I think. Set that off to the side. Oops. Get our paste closed up. Hey, Brenda, good to see you. Thank you, Dawn. I know that red is really, I knew that would be, oops, we do have some here too. Do you see? There's the bottom. No worries, no worries. The great thing is that if you think you missed something, you can always, the nice thing about these lives is they're there for a while. So go back and watch it if you think you missed something. Sometimes you can kind of tell. I did wax this, and so this is just the wood on the bottom. I do see where I have a disconnect, so I might have to bring that back. I see where I missed it, actually. You see it? I missed this middle part. How did I do that? Okay, I'm going to hold off here. I want to get inside that. Do you see how it's filled in? I'm going to try to wipe. I'm going to try to be careful here. All right, sorry. Limited space. Limited space. What I do is I'll use one of our tools and just put it in a wipe and try to wipe it out that way. And I just want to get this kind of wiped down. I don't know if it'll come off. Sometimes if you wait till it dries completely, it will totally just scrape off. And then, like I said, I'll probably end up doing a little bit of repair by way of sanding. I'll rough edge it a little bit. But I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't paying attention clearly to this because I didn't do the middle part. So crazy. Let's see if we can line it up here. I don't know. Our newer transfers, this is an older transfer. Our newer transfers, so much easier to do this. No? Because they you can see through them. I don't know if I'm not too close, I don't think. Oi, oi. This is why you look as you're peeling, because it's hard to match them up if you have stuff on it already. There we go. I found it. Did I find this? I might have. We might have found it. I'm going to try to repair. And really, even though it's like taking me a hot minute to go ahead and get this repaired here and lay it down, right? I'm hoping I got this. I'm just doing it. We're living on the edge in a prayer here. I don't know. Yay. It looks pretty good. Where else was I kind of causing issues here? I see right here. I didn't get all the way. Where else? I'm going to do this little end here. See if I can't. All right. I know, suspension, right? Suspension. Suspense. Suspension. There it is. Isn't that cute? So any of those smudges, like this big one here, I'm just going to go in. You can see I fixed this little round one. It was not done completely. And then I had an empty space right here. So I was able to just lay it back down and give a good prayer to try to get it in the right place. And like I said, the new transfers are so much better because you can see through them and replace it down. So with that, those two parts are done. I'm going to start with the red one, doing a little repair work, I think, i.e. sanding. Go. And when you do this, you want to go with the grain of the it may spread the red a little or the white a little bit because of what we're doing, but I'm just trying to blend it in a little bit. It's okay. And then I like to do the sides. If I start going on it and kind of making it look old, go ahead and rough it up everywhere. It's my thinking. So that's what I'm going to do. You see that? It just sort of paintbrush. No big deal. Nobody was injured. No crafts were broken in this project. And a lot of this is actually going to be, some of this will be covered up. But I think it's kind of pretty. It kind of just adds to it. I'm going to wax over that. This one I don't think is quite ready yet. This spot I just did. I'm pretty pleased with how that was fixed. Most of that is dry. I'm just going to try to get in here. Get the edges so it doesn't look so sudden that you have a few sandpapered places. Just makes, I think it just adds to it. And I'm just going to brush that down a little bit. I might replace it, actually. I'm going to try again on that little spot. Just because I think now that I've got it down a little, I should be able to use another one of those on it. Get the sanding off. I think I'm just going to be really firm with it. These are just the Dollar Tree blocks, and I like to use them. Go outside, please, so I don't have to dust. Okay, so see how that's down? What I'm going to do then is get my hand in the right place, get some of the dust off me. Hi, Devonna. Welcome, welcome. Say howdy, because that's what we're working on today is a howdy sign. Howdy. Making a little Western today. We're going a little Western. So I'm trying to get this down really good. And then we'll grab our white paste and just go over it again to accentuate it and fix it, hopefully. Get it stuck down nicely. If you suspect an edge is up, wipe the opposite way. You know, like try to nail it down. You'll figure out how to do it. Oops. I still smeared. That one, it just that level is not sticking very well. So that was my good college try on it to fix it, and it wasn't totally successful. But this one, at least it's not on the inside. I can get this off, maybe. There we go. Some of it anyway. Maybe not so much in the middle. Okay. All right, we want that to dry. I know, isn't it cute? I think it's really cute. Thanks, Sherry. So I kind of have a weird schedule today because I'm doing my lessons on Monday instead of Wednesday, and some of them did transfer over to Tuesday for tonight. So it feels weird, and I figured with the homeschooling we didn't have to do it this week if my college student just wanted to hang out and just spend time with him. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the moment, right? Like enjoy them while you have them, because it goes so very fast. Oops, I don't want to go that way. We want it to look naturally, like we wore down the hanky. You see that? So those spots that kind of got dark, I'm just, or smeared a little bit, I'm just wearing them down. There we go. So, ugh, my nose. I'm going to grab a clean wipe here and very gently, maybe do what I say and not what I do. Just go over it to get the dust off. Most of the time, chalk paste will not come off once you've painted it on there, unless you totally get it wet and then start scraping at it. So this simple thing that I'm doing right now, it's not going to, unless you get something really wet, it's not going to reactivate it. So I'm being cautious because I want to make sure I don't reactivate it. Isn't that cute? I actually kind of like it that way. All right. Now, I'm going to put wax over the top again. And the reason is I want to seal this in. And, you know, that'll bring that wood out all the more. I did do some sanding, so that kind of brings out the wood edges on the sanded parts. Remember, wax on, wax off, just like Karate Kid. This is our surface wax. It takes not very much. It'll just kind of bring out and seal this a little bit better. It is a sealant, so, you know, it's not going to make it waterproof on your door. If you wanted that, you could put a clear coat on it. I just use the Rust-Oleum clear coat in spray paint. I would just lay it outside if I was looking for that. But like I said, it can even get wet outside. The wood is what you want to protect more than anything. Okay, I'm getting hot. I don't know why well, I'm in the sun. That's what it is. Okay, so this bottom piece, it just hooks on here. So you kind of slide it in there. Let's see if we got that straight. And then this one has got the keyholes on the back. Can you see that? Sorry, got my fingers over the top. So you put the screw inside of it. There we go. And then slide it down. So that's holding it on. It's not going to fall off. There it is. Isn't that cute? Look at how cute that is. I love it. I'm excited. Here's our boot. And then I had set our Howdy right here. Remember how I had said that never fear. What I want to do is put never fear, some of this was going to be covered. Right? So it's just like that background is just barely there. Oh. Huh. I do not have my good glue gun. The mystery of my really good glue gun, because I couldn't find the the plug-in for the and the extra battery. I couldn't find them. My kids are like, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, we got that on. I need to put my hair up. I'm like, hot. I'm gonna put a little more on there. Really get that wax in there so it kind of darkens it up and doesn't look like I smeared white paint all over. Wanted to look random but purposeful. That's the hard part, right? And I'm only going to attach this to the boot to this top part so that you could take off this part and change it out to something else besides Howdy. But I am going to attach it. And like I said, if this is something that you are interested in purchasing, let me know. I think at this point, I don't know. You guys tell me, what should I put a bow on it, or is this oh, I know what I want to do. I lie. I want to put more on it. I think I wanted to put a little bunch that makes it look like rope, like a lasso. Okay. Just going to wrap a little twine here up to make a little tiny lasso to kind of give it just a little extra something here. Just made like a loop of 3, and then I'm winding it around the top edge of it, or around the edge of it, and then I'm tying just a knot here. Not even tying a knot, I'm just tying. There we go. I want it to go across the middle, and for it to go across the middle, right? Okay, cut that off. I love twine, always. I don't know, you guys tell me, should I put I should find like a white handkerchief and tear it up and use it for a bow, but I don't know if that's what I'm thinking of right there. Yeah, maybe burlap. I'm going to have to look a little, though, because I have chicken wire. Let's see if I can get this stuff down here. I've got things piled up on my ribbon. I know I have burlap. I'm going to start with this. You keep telling me. I know I have like burlap. Okay, hopefully this will. So like I said, I'm just going to attach this. This is paper. This is our chalk suede paper, and I made this for a birthday gift for somebody. Didn't need to. Ooh, hot. Hot. And then I'm just going to use hot glue on this, which actually probably could pop off, but I'm going to give it a good. This is that Gorilla hot glue, so it is most likely going to be very hard to get it off. Side to side. There we go. Get it down. That just gives it some dimension, doesn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Love it. And so this can be changed out. You can still leave the bottom there. And then we're going to do a little, be cute if it was there, right? What do you think about that? Should I put it on the O or the H? The O or the H? Any ideas? You guys are always so good at giving me some ideas. I kind of like it grouped over here, to be honest. Here's the H, or put it on the O. I think if it was smaller, I could do the O. I think we're just going to do the H, kind of like it's setting up on top of the H. Hot glue here. There we go. What do you think? Isn't that the cutest? I don't know. Put you up here again. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. Oops, sorry. I'm having a difficult time with that stand right now. There we go. Put you up here so you can get the whole effect. If I can hold it right. What do you think? I like it. Does it need, do you see how that is? Does it need to have an upper one of any sort? I could try to find some not twine, burlap ribbon. I definitely like the twine. Let's see. We're gonna turn off, well. Ha! Ooh, thank you. Sorry. Almost fell right into, right across the whole thing. This is what I get for, so I'm thinking about doing a bow. Put you down a little bit again. Sorry. I'm not done, just when you thought I was done. Should we definitely want to use twine to tie this? So this is our bow maker. And oops, I thought I had it in between. Even though this burlap seems like it doesn't have like two sides to it, put the twine on the hoop at the Y. Okay, I'm thinking about that. So to do like a kind of a fancy bow, let's see how far out did we go here. This is kind of like your fingers, it's holding it, and then you put it down and twist it halfway where you want it so that the ribbon stays on the outside. And you can get smaller or do them all, the loops, as many loops as you would like. So the loops get bigger. I kind of am thinking that if I use bandana fabric on a bow, it might be a bit much. Too busy. All right. And then I've got this twine in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a surgeon's knot here. Tempting to clean my... Oh, how's that going? You could come to my craft room and clean next. No, really, actually, that gives me anxiety to think about somebody cleaning. My mom tried to help me this summer, and I was like, all I'll let you in is my ribbon. I'm kind of like possessive about my crafts. Nobody can touch it. They're my crafts. All right. Let's see if we can. Sometimes twine, if you pull it too tight, it will break. So be a little bit cautious about tying your twine too tight. All right. There we go. Isn't that cute? Everybody needs a bow maker. That's cute. Make a bow in floral class in trade school and never forgot how. Oh, yeah. And if you know how to do it, the right way, that's even better. There's lots of different ways. I just like to have something to hold it together. All right. I could do them in my hand. I've got, one of those fancy bow makers too. And 9 times out of 10, I just use this, something to this effect. And I was so excited. But, whoops, my little lasso. Would it go there? Do you think like right there? That's what I'm kind of thinking. One more time. Just trying to make it look a little thick in the middle there with the twine. And then we go twice through the loop to make it stick, because it will hold almost wherever. Let me do that. I maybe got that one too long. I'll have to trim that. Maybe not. Don't want to cover anything. Oh my goodness. My little lasso. Is it lasso or lasso where you are? That's the question. I'm going to tie it for now, because actually, I don't think, unless you attached it to this piece, I don't think you'd want to like attach it permanently, just because you want to be able, the idea behind this is to change it out, right? Well, and if you, I know that bandana is the best. It really is pretty. And you almost need the is it the welcome sign? I forgot what it was called, but the one with the howdy on it. I can get you the link if you want that. I'm going to trim this one up a little bit. This one got too long. There you go. And this one is flipped. 95% of bow making is literally the fussing. It's fussing, making it look right by fussing with it. There we go. Kind of liking that. Kind of looks like the lasso is hanging down from it a little bit. It's not really, but I know, isn't that cute? Okay, there it is. What do you think? I kind of love it. All right, back up again so you can see me, and I'll try to get this upright. Sorry for giving you rides, but what do you think? It's hard to fix it backwards. I think it's really cute. Love it. This little boot maybe is hiding a little bit more than I would like, but other than that, it's just, you get the idea. You can move this anywhere you want. It wouldn't have, you could put it up here at the top. It wouldn't have to be there, but I kind of like it down here by the lasso. Hey, Alexis. Good to see you. And that is it. That is our Howdy sign. I hope you enjoyed. If you are interested in purchasing my Howdy sign, let me know. Just put sold if you're interested in buying that. I will get with you and let you know the deal on it, because it is definitely for sale. And like I said, it is something you can change out even. It's not permanent, but this would go even like fall. It would look great. You could totally add, or you could change it out and do another top for it, or bottom. But isn't this the cutest little thing? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for hanging out and watching this Howdy sign. I think success. We had kind of an interesting last few projects where I was redoing things, but it's all good. And make sure that if you're planning on stocking up on transfers, you get into that Transfer Palooza, buy 3, get 1 free. And if you are not already in my VIP group or following along with me, make sure you follow me and do all the things. And what else was I going to tell you? Oh, yeah. And if you want to be in my perks membership, let me know and I'll get you more information on that. Is yours for sale to be shipped? Yes, I will ship it out. It will be like for sale plus shipping, and I can get with you on that. So I think it's kind of cute. Kind of cute. All right. You guys have a great day. I will not be back this evening, and I will probably be out as far as lives go, but still giving you good content, good ideas right here on Prairie Scraps and Prairie Scraps Chalkin' on YouTube and Facebook. So stay tuned. We will see you soon. God bless, and keep on crafting. Yes, we are rodeo country too, Karen. So that is why I thought it would be a good one.